The snow continues to fall here in Toronto, Fort Lauderdale on ice. I am Adam Daniel Mezei, your producer of marketing and distribution, pmdforhire.com. So, the key is to really just set yourself a series of goals that you want to achieve the day following and stick to that plan and don't get distracted. It's really difficult to really, in a social media empowered world, to really stick to your knitting and to make sure that the daily tasks get finished. But I'm the kind of guy, like, if I don't actually finish off the tasks that I set myself, I feel really uncomfortable. And the key is about completion, not just about, well, shipping, I guess, in Seth Godin's terminology. Ship that stuff. Get it out the door. Ship it. Stop looking at it. Stop admiring it. Stop looking at it. Don't think about it like that. Get it out there. Get it done. I made a point of getting a lot of stuff done yesterday. Could have gotten involved with other things, and I wouldn't have finished off those other things that I didn't end up finishing, if you follow what I'm trying to say. I had a few reviews that needed to be finished off. They were outstanding. I knocked those out. I have some lists that I have to go through in advance of Sundance. I had to knock those out. I had some other little tasks and bits and bytes that I had to finish off for clients. That had to be knocked out. Research books have to be finished. Things like that. Obligations have to be fulfilled. I hate leaving these things outstanding. It really bothers me. That's my kind of personality. Not exactly sure if you're the same sort of person. Can you leave things going just kind of open-ended and stuff? Yes, I can put two things running parallel in my mind that are contradictory, and I can function quite well, but I get a much greater taste and satisfaction whenever I set my mind to do something that I actually finish it off. I mean, the feeling, the swell, the pleasure that washed over me yesterday when I had finished off those two tasks was just monumentally great. But as you're going through it, it's like pain. It's like that thing that Paulo Coelho talked about in the Zahir, in that book of his, when he sits down and he tries to write a new novel, or he tries to write a new dispatch or something like that. The minute that he sits down, he's all stressed out. I mean, it's just like the stress bomb completely inundates his bloodstream and overwhelms him. And I'm kind of similar in a way, like when I have an idea and it's rumbling inside my gray matter, and I want to translate it, to the screen or something like that. It's rumbling inside of me, and it's giving me like a great deal of stress and consternation until I finally get it out there and shape it and cut it and massage it and sort of sculpt the words out and get the idea across and use all the right flourishes and nuances and one-liners and double entendres and things like that. It's so complicated to get that stuff out there, but once it gets out there, it's like this huge yoke has been lifted off of my neck. This stinking, putrefying, festering albatross no longer rests around my neck. It's a wonderful thing, really, when you have that sense of shipping, of completion, of conversion, when you get it out there, when you just clock it and you just punch out. I mean, it's a wonderful thing, and I can totally identify with that thing that Paulo Coelho was talking about. It's like this thing, this weight, this sandbag that sits atop of you, and your whole body is going into convulsions. You kind of get stressed out. You can feel the blood coursing through your veins, pulsating through your body, thumping and driving you into paroxysms of craziness. Really, that's really what I think about. But then I finished it off and I was okay. I don't know how that works. I can't really explain what that means. I guess that's just the way that I am. But I don't know if you're the same way, but I thought I would mention this to you just to share my particular methodology with you so that you had a sense of how I create, or let's say peering behind the curtain, looking at the Wizard of Oz himself and seeing how he shifts the levers to make all of the various things that transpire in his kingdom take place. So a little bit of a secret, the method behind the madness, as it were. Oh yes! So there you have it, my little preaching session for the day. This again is a very snowy Fort Lauderdale on ice. Of course, it is Fort Lauderdale on ice, so I wouldn't expect it to have anything else but snow. I hope you're enjoying the falling flakes as we deliver this piece of oral madness for the day. Wishing you, and of course this guy over here, and if you haven't been over yet, just take a look and give me a little recommend. Wishing you the very best of things. Cold coffee. Oh well.